to React. So React.js related one project, real-time project we are discussing. So what are the contents we are covering here and what the procedure we are following? Okay. So those things I will share one by one. So before that, see, just let me give you some idea about what we are doing here, everything. Now, React.js project. Yeah. So here we are discussing one website. Okay. So that project is website, how to work with the website, how to access the data from the server, and how to display the data by using React.js. Okay. And how to authentication, how to perform the authentication authorization like that. We are working the website. So here in website development, already you people may have idea on this. We have two phases. One is design phase, another one is coding phase. Yes. So first one is what? Design. And another one is coding. Yeah. Design phase, we are creating user interfaces. Okay, in coding, we are using logics. Like that, these are the things which we are using. Designing phase, we are creating the user interfaces. And in coding phase, we are implementing the logics. So if you take any website, these two phases are common. These two phases are common. So in companies, different category people are there. So designers, UI developers, and server-side programmers, database engineers, testers. Like that, we have different types of role people. Okay. Now, if you observe this concept in this designing, so just user interfaces, we are getting with the help of HTML, CSS, okay, and Bootstrap. These are the technologies mainly we are using to create the user interfaces. And when you come to the logics point of view, two types of logics we're implementing. One is client-side logics. Second one is server-side logics. Okay. Yes. So UI developer role is to implement the client-side logics. What the role of this UI developer? So React developer to implement the client-side logics. Okay. So here client-side logics execute where? Execute in browser. And server-side logics execute where? Executes in server, web server. For example, you are developing one project. That project contains both client-side as well as server-side scripts. Yes, the project contains both the client-side and server-side scripts. So these client-side logics execute in browser and server-side logics execute where? In web server. That is the concept of this. Is it clear? Yes. Now, if you observe this, JavaScript and next level technologies of JavaScript like React, Angular, all these technologies comes under client-side scripts. Is this clear? So JavaScript, React, Angular, okay. All these technologies comes under client-side. That is the main thing. So server-side scripts are so JSP. 1 second. ASP, PHP, Node, all these technologies comes under server-side scripts. Like that, we have these two types of scripts. First one is what? Client-side, and second one is server-side. Is it clear? The first one is client-side and second one is server-side. So UI developer role is to work with the client-side technologies. So React developers are working with that client-side coding. So here we are covering our role, how to work with the client-side functionalities, etc., etc. Those things we are covering, and along with the designing also. Okay, because we don't have separate designers, and if you go for any company to work with a job, so that is question mark. So designers may available as separate team, or you have to design the screens. Okay, that we can't say. So that's why as a UI developer, you should also have idea on this designing technologies. Okay, because in past few years, if you take here, so from past few years, only UI developers are working with both designing as well as coding. Before that, companies used to maintain separate, okay, UI developer, UI designer teams. Okay. But from past few years, UI developer has to create the design pages. That is the main concept of this. Okay. So that's why we should have idea on this, both designing as well as coding. So that too, client side coding. And now here you can ask me one question, sir, what about server side? Yes, even if you get any job, we as we are developer, you don't work with server side coding. Is it clear? You don't work with the server side coding because separate team is there. They are creating the server side API services. Those API services we are calling from our front end application. That is the concept. Okay. So server side API services, a separate team available. So they will create the API services. Those API services we are calling from the front end. So that is the main concept of this. Okay. So here in our project development, we don't have separate server side team, but some API services are available with me. So I will share those API services. So those API services we are calling, and the data is available. So that data we are displaying on the web page, and we are working with the functionalities, client side functionalities with the data. So that is the main concept of this. Is this clear? Yes. So anyhow, if you observe this one, so we have two types of scriptings in the website development. That is client-side script as well as server-side. So client-side script executes in browser and server-side script executes in server. So for example, here, if you take any website, okay, now, so this is assumed that Facebook server or Gmail server. It contains one page. So every page is the combination of both client side as well as server side script. Yes. Yeah. Now is the browser. Yes. For example, this is my system. From my system, I'm connected with this Facebook. Then what is happening? That page is downloading into the browser. That page is downloading into the browser. So what the client side script implemented here? So that original client side script is downloading into the browser. So not a, so that Facebook developers, what the client side script they implemented, that original code is downloading into the browser and executes in that browser. Okay. But what the server side script they have, that code executes in server. Only the result is downloading into the browser. Is this clear? Like that, according to the execution locations, we are calling the scripts as client side script as well as server side scripts. Okay. So client side script executes where? In browser. Server side script executes in web server. At the time of downloading the website, the original client-side script also downloads into browser and it executes in the browser. So that is the main point of this. Okay. Yeah. So I will show you that practically. So on this Facebook only. See if I open. Yes. So Facebook website opened here. Now right click and go to that view page source. So enter this code. Okay. Is the client side script of that Facebook home page. Okay. Yes. So it is downloaded into my browser and executed in my browser. So that is the concept of this. So as you a developer, okay, your role is you have to work with this client side scripting. Okay. So if you take React or Angular or Vue.js, Vanilla JS, Backbone JS, JavaScript, all these technologies comes under your development technologies. Okay. So these technologies we are using to work with the client side logics. So that is the point of this. Is it clear? Yes. I hope you understand this. Okay. Now, next point we are discussing what are the concepts we are covering. Okay. And what is our flow. So those things we'll cover. So first of all, here we are going to cover one project that is shopping cart project. Yes. Yeah. We are covering that shopping cart project. So in that shopping cart project, different pages are okay, we need to create. So actually we are calling them as components. Okay. So different components like user component, registration, login component, and products component. Yes, display products that component. And next one here, just product selection component, okay, and bill component, invoice, like that. Different types of components we are creating. Okay. So now success phase and payment failure phase, like that. So those all components we are creating with the help of React.js. Okay. So in these components. So for example, 1 second, I'm going to open Flipkart. Yeah, this website I'm opening. So if you observe this website, this is also on shopping cart application. Okay. Now just one overview I will tell you in this website. See, here banner is there. Okay. This banner is bootstrap banner. Now you can see, yes, this is bootstrap banner. And if you observe this text box, okay, and the next one, login, like that, we have these options, right? Yes, this Flipkart image, login button, if I click on this. So this entire design, like these images, etc., etc. This entire design, so HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap also provides some predefined classes. So for example, in this text box, the data we can enter and the text box size, if you observe here, it is displaying like this. Okay. So everything is nothing but here. So the UI designing, so that is Bootstrap, CSS, and HTML. Now these images are coming from where? From server. Okay, in images, in the sense images and mobiles, like that, these items, everything coming from server. So those images we are displaying here, okay, by using the HTML elements. So here React we are using to call that data from server and display on the browser by using HTML. Means in between of this displaying and getting the data from server, we have React.js. Is it clear? We have that React.js. And now next thing is here, this is one text box. If we enter here, okay, for example, just kids. So the data is dynamically changing. Okay, kids' toys, kids, okay, like that it displays some information, right? The data changing dynamically. So when I type the data here, okay, then from server we are getting the information. So that information we are getting with the help of React.js Ajax concept. Okay. So by using Ajax, that related information. For example, here, if I type cameras, okay, so camera related, some such results are displaying here. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. Now here, bouncing concept like that, some other concepts are there. For example, if I type something very fast, it is not changing here anything. You observe that. So means for every character, we should not send the request to the server. So after user stop this, then only. For example, here I'm typing search. Okay, now when I stop here, then only display the search information. But if I type here search speed, okay, then it is not coming. So this type of bouncing concepts, everything we are using because we should not increase the load on the server. So by sending the request for every character, when user types some characters and pause, so then only we are sending. So these are all the concepts. So with React.js, we're implementing. And if I move any mouse here, so these are dynamic. Okay, these are dynamic menu items. These dynamic menu items are coming from the back end. So with the help of React, we are getting those elements. And if I move mouse over here, so now we can see. So it is zooming here. So this is also client-side script we can use to zoom these elements, everything. And click on this. Some products are coming here. So now we can see filters, everything. The search criteria. So all these functionalities working based on client-side technologies. Here we are using the React.js or some technologies, other technologies like JavaScript, Angular, etc. So those technologies also people are using. Okay. But most of the companies working with this React. You got it? Yes. So I selected this product. If I click on any one, okay, now you can see that product mouse over, it is displaying like this. All these are comes under client side technologies. Okay, so it is very, very important. So server side technology only giving some data, but how to display the data and how to work with these dynamic changes. Okay, now here these images are changing. So at the time of mouse over, this is completely browser related coding they have written internally to change these images, not server side script. Okay. So when I click on this item, okay, we are sending one request to the server by using React. It is providing some data. That data they're displaying like this. Same we will implement in our website also. After that, if they move the mouse over this, then it is updating here. Okay. So that is the concept of client side. Yes. Yeah. Like that, so many concepts in the website development. We are working with client side technologies. Yes. So that is the main thing here. Okay. Yes. So now, so we are planning to cover this shopping cart application. So here, what are the things we are covering? So one is design, okay, pages. Right. Yeah. Shopping cart pages. Okay. Second one, apply, okay, validations on the pages. Okay. Third one, fetch data from server by using React, even validations also. For example, here, so if I click on buy now, okay, or something. So or else add to cart. Yes, add item. See, item added to cart means in my browser, one cookie is created to store this information. Okay. Next time, the same laptop, if I log in, okay, if I click on the login, okay, then that product not login. If I open the website in the laptop next time, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, so this item is available in my cart. Okay, like that. So login option is there. So here, if I click on request OTP, so this is validation. Enter that email ID, password, like that. So these type of validations and data bindings, okay, fetch the data from server, okay. Next one here, presentation of data based on user, okay, requirement. So that is also we need to do. Next, send the data to server. Okay, we are sending the data to server. So that username, password, if user enter, okay, we need to validate that. In that pointer, we are sending the data to server. Okay. Next one. Yes. Here, authentication. Yeah. So for example, we have n number of web pages. Okay. Once the login is success, then next page, when user is redirected next page, again we don't ask the username password because already he logged it. That we need to validate in the next page. Okay, like that, we have n number of pages in the website. For every page, we are performing that username password validations internally. So every time we don't ask the username password. Okay, for every page, we don't ask. Only very beginning, we are asking that username password. Once it is done, okay, then we are going to that internal pages. So those are all the things working based on this set. Is it clear? Yes. The authentication, authorization, like that. So different types of concepts we're implementing here. So that is the main purpose of this. Okay. So like that, so many things are coming into the picture to work with the client side script. So due to that reason only, the popularity is very, very high for this client side technology in the companies. Is it clear? So it is very, very demand and the popularity is very more for this. Okay, yes. So here, just huge requirements are there for this UI development because server-side program is working in only one area, but UI development is working in many areas. That is the main reason. Okay, yes. So these are the all things we are covering here. Okay, and you can ask me, sir, what about the server-side? Yes, ready-made API services are there. So those API services we are connecting with our React JS, and that API service is connecting with the database, okay, to feed the information, everything. And the second point is that is not our requirement to create the API services, okay, and to create the SQL queries, etc. Because React programmers will never work with the server side and database functionalities. Okay, yes. Now, what are the technologies we are covering in this concept, in this project? So before that, any questions we have, we can ask. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. So till now we discussed some points here. Yes, related to that, you have any questions, any doubts? Okay. If you don't have doubts, then I will continue. So what are the things we are covering now? So it means what are the technologies we are covering and what the procedure we are following? Everything I will discuss. Okay. Now here, just I told you we are also creating the user interfaces. That's why. So HTML and CSS. Next one, Bootstrap. These are the technologies first we are discussing here. So by using these technologies, I will show you how to create the screens. How to create the screens. Okay. By using these technologies, we will discuss. So how to get the HTML pages and how to apply the styles. So these type of screens. Okay. So these type of screens we are creating. So because we are only the responsible persons to create these screens. In companies also we don't have separate UI designer teams. Okay. So in old days, companies used to maintain those teams. But as I said just before, so from past 7, 8 years, only your developer is working with this, both designing skills as well as development. Front end development means client side development. Okay. So after that, by using React, we are connecting with the database to fetch the data. So this is one preview we are creating like this, but these are not static images. These are dynamic images. So these images are coming from database, and this information also coming from database that we are presenting like that here. And if user click on this, okay, yes, this type of data. So enter this data is not static data because so this information everything is coming from database like this price and the name and that some features of this product rating everything coming from where from database. Okay, so that's why here in that point of we are taking the support of this React to call the API services and to present like this. Is it clear? And next one here, gateway integrations. Yeah. Because once user selected any product, okay, so or set of products, so after that when he click on the bill button, okay, then we need to send that information to the payment gateways, Razor Pay, okay, instant pay you money, PayPal, like that. Different types of payment gateways are available here. So I will explain you how to connect with the payment gateway and how to use this. Next one here, just yeah, hosting servers. So once you develop this project, finally we need to deploy this project in the hosting server. We are using the build process. So after build success, we are deploying this project in the hosting servers. In that point of view, we are taking the support of this. Okay. So like that, here we are creating the user interfaces and we are implementing the logics by using the React.js. Finally, the logics are completed. Okay. Then we are integrating the gateways, payment gateway, and hosting servers. Is it clear? So that is the main thing. Yes. Yeah. So like that. So these are the main topics, main functional things we are covering here. So these are the technologies. So here for gateway integration, ready-made plugins are available. Okay, you want to connect with the Razor Pay. Okay, you want to integrate the Razor Pay like that. Ready-made plugins are available, and hosting servers. ByteHost is there, and GoDaddy, like the different types of hosting servers are available. We are using all these things. Okay. Yes. Next, after that, yeah. So deployment also we're discussing. Deployment is coming to the hosting server. Now, what is the time duration for this project? And what is the regular time? So those things we are discussing. So total, okay, so this project, okay, takes 60 sessions. Okay, yes. Total 60 sessions or 2.5 months, you can say. Okay, yes. And weekly 5 days. Okay, Monday to Friday. Okay, yes. So generally, my regular classes I'm taking 6 days, but project 5 days because So practice purpose, okay, you have to practice the logics, everything what I'm discussing here for this practice purpose. Okay. So just started also, I'm not discussing the coding. Okay. So you can practice because normal classes and project based difference is that here we are writing tools coding. So that's why you need the practice. Okay. That due to that reason. So my Monday to Friday and every day, okay, 7 to 8 is our slot. So here, for example, if you observe this application, okay, some concepts I will discuss, okay, related some other concepts we have to implement, same logics, okay, yes, okay, for example, if user click on this product, then we are presenting like this, okay. So, how to work with this concept and how to display the data, everything I will discuss. You have to practice that. Okay. Is it clear? And some related concepts we need to implement in different locations. In that point of view, I will discuss one concept. So, same related, you have to implement in different locations. Okay. Like that, I will teach you how to implement the logics. Okay. Based on that, you have to implement the remaining. Is it clear? So that is the concept. Okay. Yes. So any questions, any doubts you have in this? Deepali, Manas, Rajkumar. Okay. And one more thing, starting 1 week, okay, we don't spend 1 hour because so new people will join up to 1 week. So that's why. So we're spending around 45 minutes to 50 minutes. Okay. So starting 5 days. After that, okay, 1 hour session every day we have. That is 7 to 8. Okay. Yes. So anyhow, we are covering that React JS, okay, project. So that too, that shopping cart application, same like this only. So all these pages we are creating. Remember that. Okay. So here home page, like that. If you go to that home page here, so this is the home page, the sliders like that, and this data not hard coded data, which is coming from database. So that one, and if you click on any product, so like this, and if you click here so not exactly same like this. Okay, we may change the okay some concepts based on requirement. Okay, but almost all similar like this and login. Okay, registration login. Okay. And once the login is success, so from next time onwards, in other pages. So we should not ask the login. So for that, how to authenticate and this data we need to store. Actually, two modules we have. One is client user module, another one is admin module. Okay, this is user module, right? So for this backend admin module also we need to create because we are uploading these products into database. For that we need to create some user interfaces. Okay. So without storing this information database, we cannot access, right? Okay. Like that in admin module also some concepts we're implementing. Okay. So in this procedure, we are discussing the concepts. Okay. Yes. So this is the basic things what I wanted to share with you in the demo class. Okay. So I discussed all the things which I am going to cover in the project batch. Okay. So designing the web page and development of web page. So client side coding, how to work. In server side point of view, predefined API services we have. I will call those predefined API services to work with that. Okay. Yes. And starting 5 days, demo link will run. After that, the link will change. Okay. So demo link means I don't repeat the same concepts. Tomorrow onwards, I'm starting that website web page is designing. Okay, that flow and what are the modules we are implementing. What are the sub modules? So these type of discussions I will start. Demo means what is that? Same URL will run up to 5 days. Okay. After that, we will go with that payment link. Okay. See, for example, wish list option is there. If I click on this, then it is asking this login. After login, what happens? So it is adding in that wish list. So that is client side program. Okay. So when user click on this heart icon, so we are sending that product ID and the user information to database. Then in the API service, that API service is storing that information database. Next time, if the same user login, so it will display that red color heart symbol here. Okay. So these type of all concepts, okay, possible with only client side technologies, not by using server side technologies. Okay. Yes. So those are the things I wanted to share in the day one class. Yeah. So, any questions you want to ask, you can unmute your mic to ask the questions, or you can send the message in chat. That is our wish. Hmm? Yeah, daily notes I will upload into Google Drive Access. Recordings I will upload into that Google Drive Access. Yes, yeah. Is it clear? So that's why you can get that access drive, but that access drive access you will get once your registration is done. Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Tell me.
Yes. Um, I don't have basic idea of React. So will you uh, cover the basic concepts of React with project, or only project is there?
So this is project batch. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So you can also get the clarity if you don't have idea on this by attending this. You'll get some clarity, no doubt in that point of view. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, this completely project based. And one person asked me Git concepts. Yes, I will create one Git repository because you need to, you can get that code by Google Drive. But the thing is, what are the implementations you are doing? So those implementations you want to push. So then Git repository is required. So I will create one Git, okay, and I will
Okay.
give the permissions to your mail IDs. Okay. So then
Okay.
you can pull the code and you can do the modifications and you can push that code. Okay. And I will match that code once you reach the PR. So that procedure is commonly working here.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So Git is common. Okay. So because the code repository we are maintaining. Yes. Next. Fine. If you don't have any questions for today, we will, okay, close this and tomorrow we will start our concepts one by one. Okay. Yes. I am switching off now. Thank you. See you next class. Bye.